Hello everyone, this is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as an assistant professor at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nasik. In previous lecture, we have discussed non-renewable energy resources, its characteristic, advantages and disadvantages. Today, I am going to talk about renewable energy resources and its advantages over non-renewable energy resources. We have to see why do we need renewable energy resources and why can't we just continue to use non-renewable energy resources. Why renewable energy is important? We know that with the passage of time, human energy needs are rapidly increasing. As the demand of energy day by day with the increase in the population, the whole world including our country will face possible energy crisis and environmental problems in the next few decades. This would also affect economies and our lives. So, we need to conserve energy and also try to promote alternative sources of energy. So, what are renewable energy resources? Which are alternative sources of energy? Renewable energy resources like wind power, wave power, solar power, and biofuel can be easily replaced and will not run out. So, economies are trying to move towards greater reliance on renewable energy sources. Renewable energies are ways to generate energy from unlimited natural resources. These resources are either available with no time limit or replenish more quickly than the rate at which they are consumed. So these are renewable energy resources. Renewable energies are generally spoken of as opposed to fossil fuel energies. The fossil fuel stock are limited and non-renewable in the human timescale. The most known examples of non-renewable energy resources are coal, oil or natural gas. Already we have discussed in previous lecture. On the other hand, renewable energies that includes solar energy, hydroelectric energy, tidal energy, wind power, biomass and biofuel. So these are the various renewable energy resources. Here we are talking about energy coming from solar rays, wind or water cycles, all theoretically unlimited on a human scale time. Renewable energy resources, it includes geothermal energy, biofuel, solar power, hydroelectric power and wind power. Renewable energies are also often referred to as green energies or clean energies. Still, this doesn't mean that these energies aren't harmful to the environment and have zero impact. Nonetheless, they have a low environmental impact compared to fossil fuels. That's why they are increasingly becoming important elements in terms of sustainable development. We know that non-renewable energy sources won't last forever. Once we have used up our supply of oil, gas, coal and uranium, there will be no more. Because of the planet's increasing demand, energy demand, we need to look for different ways of producing energy that is sustainable. Renewable energy sources such as wind power, solar power, wave power, and geothermal energy are sustainable as they will not run out and can be reused again and again. That's why they are increasingly becoming important elements in terms of sustainable development. Also, renewable energy resources do not release harmful greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, so they are much more environmentally friendly as compared to non-renewable energy resources. Non-renewable energy resources can emit the harmful gases into the atmosphere, whereas renewable energy resources do not release harmful greenhouse gases and pollutants into the atmosphere. But generating electricity from renewable sources is much more complicated than from fossil fuels, so it requires lots of new technology which can be expensive to develop. There are several types of renewable energies that are produced by different sources such as the sun, wind or water. In fact, these renewables power consumption has been growing over the last year. They have provided about 8% of the world's electricity in 2017. So let's see in detail about wind energy source, which is one of the renewable energy resource. Wind energy is a free renewable resource, so no matter how much is used today, there will still be the same supply in the future also. Wind energy is also a source of clean, non-polluting electricity. Unlike conventional power plants, wind plants emit no air pollutants or greenhouse gases. It is a clean fuel source. Wind energy doesn't pollute the air like power plants that rely on combustion of fossil fuels such as coal or natural gas, which emit particulate matter, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, causing human health problems and also economic damages. Large windmills are called wind turbines. When the wind blows, the blades move and this spins a turbine which is connected to a generator which generates electricity. Wind farms are made up of lots of wind turbines. This allows lots of electricity to be generated. Wind farms are built in windy areas because if there is no wind, no generation of electricity. Wind power is another renewable energy resource. Here, the wind's kinetic energy makes turbines spin and creates a mechanical movement. Afterward, a generator transforms this mechanical energy into electricity. There are several types of wind renewable energies, that is onshore wind turbines, offshore wind turbines and even floating wind turbines, but the operating principles are basically the same for all these types of wind generated energies. So we should remember that if there is no wind, no generation of electricity, so that wind farms are built in windy areas. Now the another renewable energy resource, that is solar power. This type of renewable energy comes directly from the capture of solar radiation. Here the solar radiation is absorbed by specific sensors and rebroadcasted by the various operations. So sunlight, it is useful as a renewable energy resource to generate electricity and heat. This type of renewable energy comes directly from the capture of solar radiation. The solar radiation is absorbed by specific sensors and by using two possible operations like capturing sun rays and directly converting them into energy through photovoltaic solar panels, and also capturing, collecting and turning the sunlight into heat that warms up water or air. So these are the two operation modes by which the sunlight is useful to generate heat and electricity. Solar energy is from sunlight. Solar energy can be used to generate heat or electricity. Solar panels which are filled with water are used to produce heat. Photovoltaic cells are used to turn sunlight into electricity, capturing sun rays and directly converting them into energy through photovoltaic solar panels. But the solar panels which are very expensive and you need a lot of them to generate electricity. Modern residential solar power systems use photovoltaic to collect the sun's energy. Photo means produced by light and voltaic, it is nothing but the electricity produced by a chemical reaction. Commercial residential photovoltaic modules range in power output from 10 watts to 300 watts in a direct current. A PV module must have an inverter to change the DC electricity into alternating current energy in order to be usable by electrical device and compatible with the electric grid. So, with the help of photovoltaic cell, the solar radiation can be captured and it is useful to generate electricity. So these are the various solar energy applications which we use in our day-to-day life. That is solar water heating, solar drying of agricultural and animal products, solar cookers, solar refrigeration, solar electric power generation, solar furnaces, solar photovoltaic cells which can be used for electricity, salt production by evaporation of seawater, heating and cooling of residential buildings that also carried out by using solar appliances. So these are the few solar energy applications available in our day-to-day life. Now the another renewable energy resource, that is geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is heat from within the earth. So geo means earth and thermal, that means heat. So that geothermal energy is heat from within the earth. The earth generates and stores geothermal energy. We can recover this heat as steam or hot water and use it to heat buildings or generate electricity. The earth generates and stores geothermal energy. In other words, radioactive materials decaying inside the earth are emitting energy. Electricity can be created using directly or indirectly this energy depending on the technology implemented. So there are three main ways to use geothermal energy. First one, that generating electricity directly from the earth heat. Second one, that producing heat directly from hot water boiling on the planet's surface. And third, that is using pumps over the shallow ground to heat or cool the buildings. Geothermal energy, it is nothing but the heat energy from the earth. By using earth's heat, we can generate electricity directly. Water can be pumped down into hot rock where it is heated. Geothermal energy can be used to produce heat or also the electricity. So it is also renewable energy resource. These are the hot water springs formed due to geothermal energy of the earth. So generating electricity directly from the earth's heat. So there will be the formation of hot water springs. Now the another renewable energy resource, that is biomass energy. Biomass is made up of organic materials from plants or animals that contain stored energy. The combustion of these natural materials produces renewable energy, that is organic material that comes from plants and animals, and it is a renewable source of energy. Biomass contains stored energy from the sun. Plants absorb the sun's energy in a process that is nothing but photosynthesis. When biomass is burned, the chemical energy in biomass is released into a heat. So these are the types of biomass: wood fuel, rubbish, alcohol fuels, landfill gas, also crops. These are some examples of generating energy from biomass. Directly burning solid biomass like garbage or wood to produce heat. Also converting biomass into biogases such as methane or CO2 due to bacterial activity that happens in the absence of oxygen, as is the case of landfills. Then using sugar or corn crops to create biofuels such as bioethanol or biodiesel and mixing them with fossil fuels afterward. As a matter of fact, the world's biofuels production increased by 3.5% in 2017. These are the types of biomass, and it is the schematic diagram for biomass energy. Agricultural crops, also the forestry crop residues, sewage, municipal solid waste, animal residues or the industrial residues are useful to produce biomass. Now the another renewable energy resource, that is biofuel. Biofuels are made from crops. Ideally, biofuels should be carbon neutral, which absorb the carbon dioxide as they grow and then give off carbon dioxide when they are burnt. However, fossil fuels are used in the production of biofuels, for example in making fertilizers, so they are not carbon neutral. So simply biofuels which are made up from crops, and biofuels should be carbon neutral. Crops for biofuels could be used to feed people instead. The another energy resource, that is hydroelectric power. Hydroelectric power is a way of harnessing energy from running water. Hydroelectric dams trap the water in reservoirs. When electricity is needed, water is released and flows downwards with gravity to spin a turbine so that more reliable that as compared to solar and also the wind power, that is hydroelectric power. Hydroelectric power consists in the transformation of the kinetic energy of the water into mechanical energy by turbines. So hydro means water, electric power, electricity. To generate electricity, water will be used. So the different reservoirs of water, that is river, dams, marine or the tides, in that the transformation of kinetic energy of water, it occurs into mechanical energy by turbines. Hydroelectric dams are very expensive and can harm wildlife also. So we have discussed the various examples of renewable energy resources. So let us see what are the advantages of renewable energy resources. One of the major advantage with the use of renewable energy is that as it is renewable, so it is therefore sustainable and so will never run out. Renewable energy facilities generally require less maintenance than traditional generators, their fuel being derived from natural and available resources reduces the cost of operation, and renewable energy produces little or no waste products such as carbon dioxide or other chemical pollutants, so has minimal impact on the environment. Renewable energy resources cannot emit the pollutants into atmosphere as compared to non-renewable energy resources. Renewable energy projects can also bring economic benefits to many regional areas. So these are the various advantages of renewable energy resources. So these are the advantages of renewable energy resources. The renewable sources are also cost effective and user friendly. By promoting renewable energy sources, we can avoid air pollution, soil pollution and water pollution because renewable energy sources cannot emit the pollutants into atmosphere as compared to non-renewable energy resources. Country's economy also increases by the use of renewable energy resources. Throughout the year, these sources are available without affecting the environment. So these are also the advantages of renewable energy sources. So already we have studied non-renewable energy resources in detail, and in this lecture we have studied renewable energy sources. So what are the difference between renewable and non-renewable energy resources? Renewable energy, the resources that can be renewed or by that can be regenerated, these are called as renewable resources, whereas the resources that are present in fixed quantities are called non-renewable resources. Then renewable resources are inexhaustible, whereas non-renewable resources are exhaustible. Renewable resources are not affected by the human activities, whereas non-renewable resources are affected by human activities. Then all biotic resources are renewable resources, for example air and also the water, but non-renewable energy resources in that some abiotic resources are non-renewable, for example fossil fuels and also minerals. So these are nothing but the distinguishing points related to renewable and non-renewable energy resources. So we should remember difference between renewable and non-renewable energy resources. So we have studied both kinds of energy resources, that is renewable and non-renewable energy resources. Finally, we can conclude that we are on peak of using our energy resources, and this is very much clear from previous discussions that our non-renewable resources are on peak of their use, and one day ultimately they will vanish of their existence from world. So we need to develop our renewable energy resources more and more if we want to enjoy a peaceful and satisfactory life in today's energy hungry world. Therefore, for sustainable environmental developments, conservation and management of the natural resources and also the energy resources is very necessary. So, we have discussed in detail about energy resources, the types of energy resources, that is renewable energy resource and non-renewable energy resource. In next lecture, we will discuss the another natural resource in detail.